Hi, I'm Dr. Sarma Singham, a critical care cardiologist and biomedical engineer. This is my submission to the research track of the Anthropic Life Sciences Hackathon. When a patient comes to the hospital, we cardiologists are consulted for a rise in troponin, a simple blood test that goes up whenever the heart is injured. But troponin only tells us that the heart was hurt. It doesn't tell us why. And that why is the biggest question we face. Is this a type 1 MI, a true heart attack, a blockage in one of the arteries that supplies blood to the heart? Or is this a type 2 MI, where the problem is oxygen supply in situations like a severe infection? The treatment for the two is very different. And here's the hardest part. Troponin and sometimes even EKG cannot reliably tell them apart. I use cloud science to work towards a solution. First, I built an atlas of every biomarker described in literature along the acute atherothrombotic pathway, the pathway of a type 1 MI. That's 1,948 molecules, each placed at the step where it acts, from the first lipid entering the wall of the heart to myocardial injury, with every number traced back to its source paper. Then I evaluated each biomarker for whether it was actually changing between type 1 versus type 2 MI and mapped it all on this website. You can find that here in the type 1 versus type 2 tab. Please explore the findings yourself. These are hypothesis generating. A starting point we hope to validate against larger databases of type 1 and type 2 patients over the next few weeks to months. What we've already found is useful. Of nearly 2,000 molecules, only 6 have any direct head-to-head type 1 versus type 2 evidence, and the markers we lean on clinically rise in both. But there are candidates like copeptin and cardiac myosin binding protein C that could be worth adding to a biomarker panel to help tell these two apart earlier and faster. The next step is validation. This site lets you explore all of it, an interactive scoring tool that re-ranks candidates by what you weigh, a searchable table where every molecule has its own evidence paper, a dashboard that ties it together with links and filterable charts. This is the Methods and Provenance tab. All of our methods is written up in the Methods tab. The whole project is open source. The code is on GitHub, linked right from here. The methods also talks about our limitations. The evidence is mined from abstracts, so this is built for hypothesis generation, not clinical decisions. Thanks for watching. I hope you explore it yourself at coronaryatlas.com.